Last week I took a trip from Lincoln to Brady Lake. Brady Lake is west of Gothenburg and east of North Platte. We spent a lot of weekends up there. We used to take Highway 30 through Juanita up to Wood River and then cut over. So this first one here is a birthday party. It looks by all the girls it must be Mary Lou's birthday party. There's George. I don't remember very many of these kids. I'll try to. There's Mary Lou. It's Mary Lou's birthday party. Tell her the way she's acting. She's not happy. Well, maybe it's Mary Lou's birthday party because we got all these girls. That's Yaney Teller, Fred Teller's wife. I don't know who that lady is. Second lady. There's George. I don't know whether this is George. I don't think this is George's birthday party. We'll have to wait until we see the cake. Well, anyway, Brady Lake, where we had our cabin, which we'll see in the later on, there isn't room up there to breathe now. Everything is taken. Every space is taken. There's Phyllis, in case you didn't recognize her. She's trying on a ball glove and a ball of Rex. George. So maybe it's his birthday. Yaney Teller again. I don't know that lady. But we used to have, as I said it earlier, they were playing Ring Around the Rosie or something. Mary Lou's all right now. She's playing with us. The boys are all dressed up, so it must be. I'm going to have to wait to see the cake to find out whose birthday it is. Well, anyway, everybody and anybody has a cabin up the lake now, and you can't hardly breathe up there. There's Mary Lou. You can tell by that. I don't know who she is. I can't remember her name. I can't remember. Well, I don't know these kids. They've all grown up. This was taken when we lived on 6th Street. Well, that's Uncle Hub's little girl. We'll have a little peace and quiet in this. The man tells me I have a half an hour. This is George and Mary Lou. There they're playing with looks like a big cookie. They didn't have giant cookies back then either. That's Jill. Mary Lou. Must be Mary Lou's birthday. There's Phyllis again. She's a good-looking gal, that Phyllis. Mickey Mouse. He was a great one in those days. He isn't known now. Well, he is too. He's known in Florida and California. That must be Rex the Second with the little curl. We never did see the, whoop, there he goes. Birthday cake in that other one. My goodness, but he's got jowls on him, doesn't he? I think it's Rex the Second. We'll have to wait and see who else is in the movie. Yeah, there's George and Mary Lou. Look at that little curl we have for him. Call him Goldilocks, probably, huh? That's George and Mary Lou on the grass in front of our home on 6th Street. Mary Lou's unhappy about something. She's going to bawl. There she goes. That's old George. Hi, George. Mary Lou, what's the matter? Your poor heart's broken. Oh, poor girl. There she is riding her bike. Must be a new bike, because it had training wheels on there. Oh, she's happy now. Look at that smile. Hi, Mary Lou. There comes old George on his tricycle. They don't make, I don't know whether they have tricycles. Yeah, they have tricycles now. Yeah. He got a fuzz cut haircut. Well, we're going to have to, that's Rex the Second. We named him Rex, there's Phyllis, we named him Rex the Second because he liked to maybe be called Reginald, but we called him Rexie. Now it's just Rex. Little Rex, Big Rex they used to call us, some of them, but it's just Rex now. Rex is in St. Paul, Minneapolis. We're going up there the second week in June to see he and Lisa. There comes Mary Lou across the street. She got her little butt paddles long when she was a little girl for going out in the street. Don't think I have any movies of that. This is the neighborhood kids. Tell them, Mary Lou. Show them what's what. Is that a trailer or a pickup? I don't know. I'm going to wait and see. No, we're not going to take a look. That's Fuller, little Fuller girl. I think that's their youngest. There's Bud and Margie. That's their youngest. Bud and Margie and 2 girls and a boy. Bud was in a train wreck here a couple of years ago, and he's got trouble with his memory. They had to move into a condo-like deal. They sold their house at the lake. So Bud's failing. His short memory is gone. This is George getting ready to fight or do something. Mary Lou doing the dance for us on her toes. She must have been taking ballet lessons. Those are pajamas. This is our house on East 6th Street. We have the crib out, so we must have Rex around somewhere, or the high chair. We must have Rex around somewhere. There he is. He's playing with what? There's Phyllis. She's okay. There's the 3 of them. Oh, it must have been a year or 2 later, or 4 or 5 years later. I said to Phyllis, "Let's have one more. Security's quiet around here." So that's when we had Philip. These 3 were pretty well grown. We moved to the big house in St. Joe. Oh, what's the matter, George? Oh, poor George. Something happened. Whoop, kaboom. Mary Lou's going to dance for us again. We had a good life in Hastings. We had lots of friends. We had quite a few parties down in our basement. There's a picture of, I think it's probably George. Here comes Rex. He's learning to crawl. Look at him go. Scoot, dear kid. Now he's learning to crawl some more. Now he's learning to walk. He's going to fall down here for a few minutes. There he goes. Up again. Down again. Mom's right there to catch him if he falls off, but he's going to work his way. Whoa, kaboom. He doesn't care the way he goes. That's the case the lights are in. He's happy about something. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it and something. It was a birthday cake, it looks like. How many birthdays? Must be his first birthday. 1 year old, huh? Get that stuff all over your face. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Huh? That's good. Phyllis is going to clean him up now. She couldn't stand to have him dirty. But he doesn't care if he got his face dirty or not. There's George. How big George is. His nose, his ears, his teeth, his eyes, elbow. Now this is the 3rd house on 6th Street. Mary Lou's first day of school? No, it can't be her first day of school. No, it's not that, because Phyllis went with her first day of school. She had to do it over again. We live on the corner of 6th Street. The school is to the right, or to the north. You go down the corner and turn to the right. It is her first day of school, so there goes Phyllis taking her. So she's a kindergartner. Brand new school they built out there in that area. Haven't been out there for quite a while. This is more the neighborhood kids. I don't know what I was thinking of when I'd taken these movies. I'd taken more of the family. That's got to be George. Because George isn't in any of the pictures. That's heading west from our new house. Another birthday party. I don't know these kids, as I said before. So we'll have to wait and see the birthday cake, figure out whose birthday it is. Looks like the same kids, though. That's a Fuller girl. There's George. Must have been, oh, there's a Fuller girl on the end there, the right one, the short one, on the right-hand side. There's George. He got his cowboy outfit on. Lots of toys from his birthday. Well, we're going to eat some cake and have some goodies now at the birthday party. Phyllis is going to see that everybody's taken care of. One thing about kids nowadays, and in those days, they could always eat. Never bashful, which is fine. Mary Lou took piano lessons for a long, long time. We used to say that she really put it into the piano because her movements, her feelings came out in the music. So it was George's birthday party. Mary Lou's playing the piano for him. They're playing the Play-Doh. Phyllis used to make Play-Doh. Mary Lou getting older and taller. You know, there's something wrong with these movies. It just doesn't show Dad. There's Margie Fuller. That's Catherine Thorne. That's Jack Thorne. There's Phyllis, Marjorie Fuller. This is Jeannie, used to work at the studio. Lee Jensen used to work at the studio. And Vera Quigg used to work at the studio. This is when we had the studio on the corner. Back in those days, it was who could drive to California back in the least number of hours. And this Jeannie Conan's her name. I don't know what happened to her. And there's, who's that? Lou Hogerson. There's Dad, my dad, your grandfolks, your grandpa. Looks good in that picture. He had a time with the girls. Vera Quigg used to be working as a teacher down at Red Cloud, Nebraska. This is Mary Lou and George and Rex, taken naturally in the summertime, or they wouldn't be in their swimming suits, would they? Well, look at old Reginald. There, he's going to smile for us. Tickle him good, Phyllis. Whoop! The camera went sideways on this one. Wonder what happened here. Somebody's acting up. There it goes right again. Mary Lou's in the play pool, and there's George in the play pool. There's old Dad. How about that Holden Rex? Look at that curly hair, and look how plump he was. Not Rexie, but Dad. Well, look at that. My goodness. He still had his tall forehead. His hair didn't come down over his forehead those days. He had that curl. Water kids and water and mud and kids. They all go hand in glove. This is the two kids out the back end of the station wagon, George and Mary. I don't remember the station wagon, but that's our house on 6th Street. There comes Phyllis. We're probably going to go out to the Navy Depot where they had a swimming pool. That's where we went to swim. You had to belong to the Navy Club out there. It was pretty exclusive back in those days. I don't think they have it anymore. So the Marines aren't out there, or the Navy isn't out there. So community college out there now. I can't find out what year that's in. There's old Dad again. He hasn't lost any weight. Still kind of plump. 1955 it says. So this is 1994, 1955, 1955, and 40 years ago, 39 years ago. When we lived in Hastings. There's Rex Going to learn how to walk. The sidewalk was hot. Woo! There's George in his coonskin cap and his pop gun playing Daniel Boone. The old Daniel Boone. How tall? So tall. Oh my goodness, he's tall. Go get him, Daniel Boone. There's Rex. Good old boy. He's happy. Happy as a lark. I wonder where that old saying, happy as a lark, comes in. There's Mary Lou sitting on the porch railing of our house on 6th Street. No hang-ups with that girl. No way. This is Thanksgiving at Omaha. This is Phyllis's step-sisters. I think this is Thanksgiving, one of the first ones we had after we were married, and I don't think the turkey was done. This is another one of her stepsisters. They're both living now, but they're both about my age. There's Phyllis. There's Charlie's wife, who's gone now. She's gone. She choked on a bone in a nursing home in Norfolk. There's Charlie. Looks good. Charlie died of cancer here about, what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Oh, we used to have some good times. We used to eat a lot. Everybody has prided themselves on their cooking. That is one of Phyllis's step-sister's husband. Nope, that old turkey wasn't done. See how pink it is? There's old Dad holding the flowers over one of the girls. Waving a drumstick. That's good. Look at him eat that. Charlie's sure having a terrible time with that turkey, getting it cut. Having a terrible time getting it cut. I can't think of those two girls' names now, or the fellow's name. They lived in Lincoln, ran a liquor store a long time, and I haven't seen them for a long, long time. Oh, Camille is one of their names. That's the one that's married to that boy, that young man. Camille and Flora, I think it is. Everybody has to get into the act, which is fine. I don't remember this dinner at all, but I'm sure glad we got these movies. No problem with the smoking in those days. They're sure making an outlaw on it now. And she's saying something about a walk. Who's this? This is Christmas time. It's got to be Christmas time. Oh, that's Steve Einsel, I think, next door. That's Dorothy Einsel. Kenny just passed away here a couple months ago. That's Dorothy and young Einsel. Steve Einsel. I've never seen this one before. Boy, the guns didn't have any problems in those days. They didn't outlaw them. There's Kenny. Kenny Einsel died here a couple months ago, too. Dorothy's still living. It's Kenny that died. Kenny Einsel that died. Boy, look at that stove. Good Lord, there's a turkey in there, it looks like. Messy, messy. That's Sandra Einsel. They had one daughter and 3 boys, Steve and... I don't remember their names now. So this will be... They lived next to us on St. Joe. They lived the first house south of us. There was just a fence between our lots, and there's... This is Phyllis. I haven't seen these for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen them, period. They're brand new to me. There's, I don't know where this is. This is our backyard. There's Sugar, our dog Sugar. who we lost one time on the way up the lake at Wood River. George and I had to go back and get her. There's George in the black sweater, Rex, and we're trying to figure something out there. Sugar again. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. Probably a girl with a ribbon in her hair. Let me see, maybe we took some pictures here with Dad and Mom. They say I haven't seen these before for a long time. There's Rex, Philip, Kristie Haberman. This is Uncle Hub's house. There's the trophies from there. They had horses. They had, there's Uncle Hub. That's my brother. Jill, Mary Lou. There's Nannie, we called her, my mother. She's looking good. There's Steve. Uncle Hub had 3 girls and 1 boy, and that's Steve, the oldest one. There's Aunt Janet. There's Cindy. This is another party. There's old Dad. There's Bob Sneller, Uni Teller. Ooh, that's a pretty foxy dinner. Must have been an anniversary. There's Margie Fuller. I don't know the lady sitting to my right, or Naomi Burke sitting to my right. I don't know the lady sitting to my left. This must be in our house on St. Joe. Phyllis went through a lot of work to get this dinner ready. Nobody's feeling any pain, it looks like. That looks like Kenny Einsel. Margie didn't feel any pain. You can tell by looking at her eyes. There's Bud Fuller. And Margie Sneller. Margie Fuller. Kenny Einsel. His hands over his eyes. Whoop, this upside down stuff. Here we go. Maybe the cameraman had a couple snorts. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe it's a good thing I don't remember. Because the cameraman, he got things righted up. That's Dorothy Einsel there with her hand in her chin. That's who the lady was that was sitting next to me. Boy, the booze flowed freely in those days. And the cigarettes were lit. And everybody was, what we thought was a good time. There's Bob Sneller smoking his pipe. Dr. Bob Sneller is optometrist. Kenny Einsel had a manufacturing business. Margie Fuller was Margie Fuller. There's only one Margie. This is our home in St. Joe. That's the fireplace that we never used. There's Margie Sneller. That's her husband Bob Sneller, Dr. Sneller. They were incidental in getting us in the Episcopal Church. That's Kenny Einsel's wife, Dorothy. There's Phyllis and Sugar. She was a good dog, good for us. She went to the lake with us, and she was with us when we moved out to Imperial. I think George got her George got her for a present one time from a lady in these movies. I'll think of her name in a minute. Gave that dog to George for his birthday or Christmas. Kohls, there's her husband, Adam Kohls. Her name is Mary Kohls. I think she's George's godmother. And she gave, there's Kenny Einsel. There's Mary Kohls sitting to Kenny's left. She gave that dog, I do believe, to George. And he named it Sugar. I don't know the lady in the pink. She won't look this way. There's Margie Fuller again. That's, Kim Kohls. I don't know how she got in the picture. Oh, we're over Kohls. That's DeMitt Harmon. That's his wife. We're at somebody else's house. This after an Episcopal church. Or we're at Kohls' house, probably. There's old Dad. He looks a little slimmer. Nah, look, girl came. Phyllis has a good way with kids. There's old Dad. Boy, I don't remember any of this. It had to be after church because we're all Episcopalians. At one time, DeMitt Harmon, that's who that guy is, DeMitt Harmon, and I were on the board of trustees of the Episcopal Church. That's Kohls' oldest boy. Adam's his name, Adam Jr. They had 2 children. They split later on. Their kids were grown and gone out of high school, I think, when they split. DeMitt Harmon, his wife, split. They had 4 children. This is Phyllis. Mary Kohls split. You know, it's a wonder Phyllis put up with me all these years. She was a good person. There's DeMitt. He's remarried. Adam Cole. There's Phyllis Lee. I don't know whose house this is at. Looks like there's only 6 of us. Mary Kohls, and that's DeMitt Harmon's wife. 7-Up squirt. Looks good, doesn't it? Makes me hungry. Oh, but today is the 31st, Tuesday, May the 31st. It's in the afternoon. I'm out to Balin's doing this film. And I'll be through with this film when I get done today. He's going to make me 4 copies for everybody. And I'm going to take the 8mm projector and the film, his film, to Rex. I'm going to take the 16mm projector and 16mm film to Mary when we go up there over the 4th of July. We have to fly up to Mary's because I have to be back as we're going fishing. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Oh, it's Mary Cole. She's not feeling any pain either. That's Phyllis Lee. She's a good-looking girl. DeMitt Harmon must be ready to go home. Nope, let's have a dinner. Where is this taken? It could be taken at a restaurant. Yeah, it's taken at a restaurant. Look at the kids. Somebody's anniversary. All the kids and everybody went out to a restaurant to eat. Tell that by the candles that are lit. There's Mary Lou and Steve Einsel and Rex, Kim Cole. There's George. We're at another table the parents are. I don't remember what this is. Probably his old dad organized something. Took everybody out for dinner because he's always doing some dumb things. Oh, that's our neighbor across the street is there. I don't know those kids. Mary Lou's a pretty girl, isn't she? My goodness. Well, I'm sure sorry I can't put names to these kids. Oh, that's one I can put a name to. There's Phyllis. Adam Cole. I don't remember. All right, there's Adam Cole. Oh, it's our anniversary. Must be. Oh, Mary Lou and George better get in the picture. And Rex better get in the picture. There he goes. That's before we had Philip. Oh, there's Philip. Come on, Philip. Straighten out your act. Well, that must have been our anniversary. We had an anniversary party. Mary's a pretty girl. There's old Dad. He's lost weight. And Phyllis is just as pretty as ever. Tell him, old Dad. Talk to him. George is a pretty good tall-sized boy. Mary's pretty tall. Go give her a smooch. That's the boy. Give her another smooch. That's the boy. Smooch, smooch, smooch. Come on, give your mom a kiss. It's their anniversary, for crying out loud. Uh-oh, Mary got her fingers going.